Hi, welcome back. I'm John Crawford, and welcome back to the John Crawford School of Music. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about a great song by Kenny Rogers. It's called The Gambler. Everybody knows this song. We're going to talk about some simple ways to play this and some ways that will make it sound a little bit more accurate, like you're playing along with Kenny Rogers' recording. I'm going to start very simply by taking my capo off my guitar and talking about the three basic chords that you're going to need. This is, by the way, if you take the capo off, you won't be able to follow this recording because it starts out recorded in the key of E flat. But we're going to play it in D to start with, just to make things a little easier if you don't have a capo or whatever. A D chord, a garden variety G chord, and an A chord. Although sometimes an A7 sounds nice here. An A7 is the middle finger on the 2nd fret of B and the index finger on the 2nd fret of D, leaving the G open. And that just makes a nice little sound, and it's an easy little 2-finger chord to make. So when you're singing and playing, you can do a simple version of The Gambler by playing this in these three chords, D, G, and A, or A7. Bearing in mind something we're going to talk about a little bit later on is that the song modulates up a half step a little bit later on. But if you're just learning, this is a way that a foundational player can play this, just playing like this. We're going to start with D, and then G, and then D. Staying on D, another measure of D, another measure of D, split it with an A. And I'm going to go through D, and G, and D. D, and then A, and D. So I'm going to sing. And the verse and the chorus is basically the same thing all the way through. I'm just going to sing a quick verse. On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound to nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness, till boredom overtook him and he began to speak. Okay, and on like that. So that, and then even, now if you're just playing this for your friends or whatever, just stay in the key of D all the way through. Now I saw a guy talking about what you can do about the key change to make this a little bit easier. The option then is to modulate on the second verse to the key of E, which is actually a whole step up from D. Never mind the technicality, but you modulate it up to the key of E, which has the same basic musical effect. You're still providing that nice tension when you change key, but you're playing easier chords in. But you're, in fact, not playing what's on the recording, but you can still make a nice little key change. So that when you sing like a chorus, you got to know when to hold 'em. Now go to A. Know when to fold 'em. Stay on E. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. That's a B7 right there. 2nd fret of E. 2nd fret of G. 1st fret of D. 2nd fret of A. Know when to run. You never count your money. Go to A. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. B7, when the dealing's done. So that's a way to handle, a quick discussion of how to handle the key change. Now we're going to talk a little bit about how to handle the recording. Your capo, yes, I've got my Hello Kitty capo today. So we're going to put the capo on fret 1 of your guitar, which is going to change when you play a D chord. The guitar is going to be in the key of E flat, which is the way Kenny recorded it. So we go back and do the same thing again, same chord. On a warm summer's evening to a G. A train bound to nowhere. I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep. Go to an A. So we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness. So boredom overtook him and he began to speak. Okay, so he goes all the way through the first and second verse and the chorus in the key of D. Well, E flat, but we're going to say D because the capo's on here. In position. Now, what do we do when we get to the next verse and he starts singing in the key that's above that? I'm going to say that what we want to do is we're going to make a new chord. Okay? There's a couple ways to handle this. You can take your finger, put it across the 3rd fret of the E, G, and B strings like this, like a little mini bar chord. It's a great way for you to start playing something that resembles a bar chord. It's what we call a partial bar. Those are the notes you're playing off of the E, B, and G string. That's with your index finger. 3rd fret off the capo. Middle finger goes on the 4th fret on the B string. It kind of looks like a D chord when you do that. Now, add to that to the D string on the 5th fret. So we have something that's a little bit more full. And for you guys who are really good, you can add your pinky. I have difficulty with that, so I'm not going to do that. This would serve as an E flat chord in many contexts. Now, that is for the E flat chord. Now, how do we handle, well, that would be the E flat, yes. Then how would we handle the A flat? We're going to go up here with an F shape. Like you're making an F, but you're going to be up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th fret. 4, 4 with your index finger. 5 and 6 with your ring finger. 4, 4 with your index. 5 on the G with your middle finger. And 6 with your ring finger. And so you're going to go between these. I'm just going to sing a chorus, and I'll show you what I mean. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You're going to come up here. You're going to move this F shape up 2 more frets from 4 to 6, 6, 6 with your index, 5 on the B, on the G string with your middle finger, 7 with your middle finger here, and 8 with your ring finger to make a B flat chord. So we're going to come back here and do this again. You've got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. I came in a little early. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. And that is a simple way that those are a couple of simple ways that you can handle playing this great song. Alright guys, I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions, if I was moving a little fast, you need some clarification, do let me know in the comment section below, and we'll talk to you later guys. Thank you, peace out.